Hi guys, got the second lock of the trio that Luke sent me that he named Your Nightmare in the email. So this is the second one. It is a TESA, and if you look very carefully, if I can get this camera to focus on it, the very first pin I noticed is actually a serrated pin. So the very first key pin, you can see that. So this one is definitely a challenge lock, and do have a key for this one. I haven't looked at it yet, I've kept it wrapped up. I only moved it out just a little bit to see which lock it went to. Didn't want to cheat and look at the bitting, because that kind of gives it away. So I had a look at that and saw that it was to go with the TESA lock. This one is a challenge lock, which is made up by Mat Steele. He's, I'll keep some of this covered. YouTube channel's called Mat Steele Opener of Locks, so check him out on YouTube. So I'll give you a bit of a shout out for these locks. Let's see what kind of nasty surprises you've put in here. So put them in the vise. I'll move that back a little bit. Tighten that, make sure it don't move. So I'm going to use bottom of the keyway. And first I'm going to try and use the triple peak, camera will focus, triple peak kinetic tool, just to try and see if I can break up a bit of a false set. So light tension, see if I can get a false set out of this. Make sure that core can still turn, yep. Sometimes this works, sometimes it don't. So we get some kind of a false set. Oh! Huh, I've got an open. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. It's better than a not open. So let me zoom out here. Move this out of the way. Okay, well, that's definitely an open. Did not expect that to happen at all. Alright, well, I've got to try and work out how I'm gonna open this one. But before I do that, have a look at the key. It's pretty high-low bidding on that. Did not expect to be able to rake and rock that open. Make sure the key does work. Yep, she works nice. I can hear something catching, but she works nicely. Alright, try and work out a way to open this one up, because I don't have any shims left to shim through the top. May have something else that'll work if I can find it. It's a bit too thick. Piece of feeler gauge here. let me just pause this for a second and I will find some stuff to open this and I'll get straight back to it. Alright, bear with me while I try and work this one out. Don't have a follower that go for that. Hopefully there's no T-pins in here, so if I put it about there, I may be able a very tight keyway. Just don't want to go losing any, so I may actually Alright, I'll just try it with a follower there. Oh, look at that. Magic. As long as it works going back together that way. Alright, so let's have a look here. Make sure I got everything lined up so you can see. So I see some alterations to the core already. See a bit of a T-pin just there. Take this key out carefully. Oh yeah, I see some threading in chamber 1. So I'll slowly move this camera along as I'm going. So chamber 1. We have a serrated pin with spool on the top, some spool looking top. Number 2 looks like a T-pin. No, just slightly narrowed at the top. Oh no, it is T-pin. Get my camera to focus. See a bit of a T-pin. It's got a slight 2 type serrations on it. 3. Does not want to come out. Come on. Right. Three is spooled, just at the top. 4 come here. 4 has some serrations, may even say spool by the looks of it. Bear with me for 1 second, my camera's about to die. Alright, that's better. And lucky last. Doesn't want to come out either. Let's see if I can. No. Let's see if my high reach. No, didn't even come into play. He's wedged in there. You can see there, that's wedged. Don't think it come into play at all. It's way too big for it. You can see, put the camera in light in a better spot. You can see, the end of the cord just here is pushed out, but that one's too big. So really we're only going 4 pins. Alright, let's have a look upstairs. See what's scary up here. Try not to lose any. So we have barrel pin. I'll go through these a bit closer afterwards. And spring. Doesn't want to come out. There we go. Dear little steel spring. He was pointing that way. Pin 2. Another serrated. Homemade by the looks of it. Double spring, steel spring on him. 2 little ones put together. I'll try and do this in front of the camera a bit for you. 4. Very deep spool. I'll go closer into these afterwards, and won't come out. Come on. Very long. Looks like brass. 3, 4. It's a spool, homemade spool with serration on it. Point down that way with little baby spring. Get off. Jump. And last, see if there was one in there. Yep, a big serrated pin. Massive. With, come on out. double spring, massive double spring. Alright, and upstairs we have nothing by the looks of it. Looks like there may have been some threading attempted in one. There's some scratches in there. That's about it. Still don't know why. So all the work was in the core, nothing in the Bible. Still don't know why that pin didn't come into play. Yeah, no, she's definitely wedged in there. Yeah, she didn't come into play, she's wedged in there. So, it's a bit strange. But, anyway, let's have a closer look at these pins. Might as well make it a nice 17-minute video. Alright, so in chamber 1 we had the serrated key pin with spool at the top and a double spool up the top with very sharp edge facing downwards. Chamber 2 we had T-pin styled key pin with 2 little serrations on there and serrated upper pin. In 3 was one of those little bomb missile shaped ones, the spool style, sharp edge, and then big deep spool at the top on that one, nice sharp edges. Got it serrated in pin chamber 4, 2 deep serrations on that, and the top pin, just grab it, get my big fingers out of the way, get this camera to focus on it, it's bloody useless. You can see it's a spool with kind of a serration. And the last one that didn't come into play at all come on camera, focus for me. Nice deep serrated pin. It's almost like giant spools on it, but that one didn't come into play at all. Then up the top you got dear little baby steel spring in 1, a double spring in chamber 2 with 2 little baby ones, big, whoop, dropped it, brass spring in 3, then 4 was one of these little baby ones again, then 5, which didn't come into play, was this double spring, big massive one, a lot of pressure pushing down on that, but didn't come into play because of the core. Anyway, thank you Luke for the locks, and thank you Mat Steele, opener of locks, YouTube channel. Go check out his channel. Thank you for the challenge lock, and cheers.